Sean, may I have a word with you right now?
Hang on one second. I'm with a couple of fans here. Yeah, so I will be signing autographs this Saturday. If you have the Miller County Liberal newspaper, I'll actually sign that also. Go ahead.
Sean, I'm concerned that you're upset that people aren't giving you the acclimates that you need for your capture of this snake, this life-threatening snake. Well, what do you have to say about that?
Well, as you well know, as probably most people well know, I was highlighted, me and my cousin Jonathan, which is actually, they quoted and misquoted him as being my son in newspaper. But we are in the Miller County Liberal newspaper with one of the biggest snakes ever killed a couple of weekends ago. There's a newspaper article come out today. So I was already semi-famous, now I'm real famous. And I called Julie to tell her I was all excited about it because I'm like, now the thing's blown up, I'm really famous. She was tired. She's like, she didn't really get excited. She was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, I'm excited. It's like one of the biggest things that ever happened in my life. She's like, oh, that's great. And I was like, all right, what's wrong with you? She's like, I'm tired. So got on the phone with her. So then I text all my best friends like, hey man, I'm blowing up here. I'm in the Miller County Liberal. I said, this is the greatest thing that ever happened to me. And they just started bragging on me like I can't even sexual jokes, like slanted towards me. So they didn't even acknowledge the fact that like they have a famous friend. And then my mom was actually excited, which is awesome. And you two guys, part of my fan club here, you guys were excited. But other than that, I mean, this is like the greatest day of the history of my life, and I got nobody to celebrate it with but you two and my mom, which is awesome.
Well, let me stop you here. Evelyn Davis Trish, what do you have to say about that, knowing what we know about the risk taken that Sean did to protect him and his family from this vicious snake?
He was courageous. That's all I can say. He was courageous.
Put my life on the line there with my cousin. Of course, he's the one who found it. He's the one of the ones who was helped killing it. I was actually directing and managing the whole situation to make sure nobody else was hurt. But yeah, this newspaper article has really changed my life. Like I said, I will be signing autographs this Saturday. If you have the newspaper article, I will also sign it. I'm also trying to get a hold of my cousin / son, John, to see if he'd like to join us, and we're doing it as a joint venture. Possibly, I'm thinking maybe possibly a couple of books, novels could come out of this. Also, maybe I've been contacted by a couple of movie studios to possibly do a couple of movies related to this snake. So,
well, excuse me for interrupting, but I know this is probably a high competitive market, but who would you want to play you in the movie?
That is a great question. I would have to say probably, and that's another thing, I would probably say Ric Flair. Probably Ric Flair could play my part. But I would say this, that, I'm kind of the Ric Flair, Donald Trump type person of my friends. I mean, everybody hates on me. Everybody hates on Trump. Everybody hates on Ric Flair. Give us no credit. Try to beat our self-esteem down, but I'm not going to allow it to happen. I'm going to keep my self-esteem up. I'm not going to let them pull me down into the gutter. And but I think Ric Flair would be a hell of an actor, even though he's really not an actor. But he has a lot of styling and profiling, so he could probably play my part. If Sean Connery was still alive, but he's dead. I'm gonna have to put some thought into that.
Well, let me ask you another question. Just came, it's really kind of off the tip of my tongue, but did you have your Crocs on when you went out there and was risking your life for your family?
I did not. I should have had those on when I was snake hunting because they are officially licensed snake hunting boots. I was actually wearing 1987 New Balance tennis shoes, which was very dangerous, which made it even more that much of a danger type situation where I didn't have the proper shoe attire on. So that could be part of the movie, could be one of the death-defying drama scenes.
Right. Let me get to my coworker. Evelyn, what else do you have? Do you have some questions for Sean? Well, I think that might wind it up. We may have to have a part 2. Let's just get together, have a roundtable meeting with your friends and see if we can't come to, because you might want some of them to play in your movie.
Well, you can also contact me through 2 of my publicists, Sheila Cook and Miss Evelyn Trish Davis III, part 2. You can contact me through there, through Facebook pages. Sheila's actually my president. Miss Evelyn is actually my crack research staff editor-in-chief.
Okay, and anything else you'd like to say, or do you think you'll be able to enjoy the weekend? I mean, I know your feelings are hurt, but you think you can get through it and just, just get...
Well, my feelings aren't actually hurt. I just know I need a new set of friends.
Okay.
They're not good friends. That would be Log and Troll, Jelly Joe, Jim Bob, and Art. They're done. I mean, this is probably the greatest time of my life. They should be celebrating this moment with me, and instead they're trying to destroy my self-esteem and destroy my accomplishments.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, Sean.